Welcome back for the latest doom and gloom news for Thursday. Let's kick off the saga of Biden. Looks like in the end, those mega donors which finances Biden's election campaign for the president, this November coming up, they're pulled out and Biden is out. Or it's just all a distraction to keep the mugs, distracted from serious things which are going on. America is getting more involved into the Ukrainian battle. Billions and billions of dollars are funneled in. The American economy is going tits up. People can't make ends meet at the end of the month, and financially speaking, the American economy, the biggest superpower in the world, is going down the bog. And don't forget, pull the chain while you're there. It's just a distraction. They are preparing for something. High inflation. The dollar's been snobbed around the world, been ditched, and obviously those in Washington and the powers at be, they are panicking in silence. They are preparing to dig their own shelters and bunkers. Probably explains why Bill Gates and the other chap of Amazon are selling off their shares in their companies. That's already mentioned. Well, regarding them, Ukraine will be getting other wonder weapons. Like those tanks, javelin missiles, and all that stuff. Patriot missiles. That was good when you were shooting down Scud missiles in the Gulf War. Old Soviet-style missiles. I think the Russians have got more advanced stuff this time around, which are called hypersonic missiles, which they travel 13 times the speed of sound, I believe. And don't say to me you can take them down. You only know when it has hit you. And the vast manpower to create a system of anti-air missile defense systems with Patriots. Each one requires 60 people just for one Patriot battery. As a hyper missile, and it requires very little people to man it. It can be easily deployed in any way, whether it's sea, air or land, and it hits its target and it does a lot of damage. So those in the West by NATO think they'll be sending in their so-called pilots on the F-16, making them believe on Team America. The reality is a lot more different, because the Russians said where those planes came from, if they start attacking us, we shall start bombing those facilities, whether it's in Poland or Romania. I did mention in the previous video, Warsaw and Kiev agreed. In Poland, on the border, they'll be placing these missile systems, and they'll be firing from Poland missiles towards the west in Ukraine to target Russian planes. This is an act of war. It's drawing a red line, and obviously the Russians can't accept this thing, because these F-16s, they can carry tactical nuclear weapons, and it's a threat. they'll be shot down immediately. As soon as they come over, they'll be shot down. And thinking Ukraine has a fighting chance still in this war, that goes down every day, each day passes, their chance to have a victory over the Russians, or even advance, or have a certain gain. Gaining a few centimeters doesn't mean you have won the battle, because so far no one has told everyone the Russians are steamrolling towards the west, the Ukraine positions, and the weapons which they had, instead of using on targeting Russia and on civilian facilities, they should have used it against the Russian military in their country. You would have slowed them down. No. And obviously thinking you're gonna take on the second most powerful military war machine in the world with aging patriot missiles, which are only good at shoot down Scud missiles, you've got another thing coming. It won't be a game changer. It'll be a game failure, as all the weapons the Western NATO has funneled in